We have 130 people in the building. We have 70 likes. Please hit the like button. Let's get it popping, man. That's what gets us in the algorithm, and it helps the channel the most. All right. Now, we are here. Ladies, when you read the title of the show, Men's Hypocritical Standards for Women, exclamation point. HQ, what is your first thought?
That is true. It is a hypocritical standard. They don't want women to wear lashes, hair, weave, all that kind of stuff, but that's the only thing they seem to be attracted to. They're not attracted to the plain girls. They're attracted to the girls that are flashy. With makeup, lashes, hair.
But we tell y'all we not. We lying?
Yeah, you lying. We know you lying.
But where's the hypocrisy come?
Because they try to make it seem as though there's something wrong with us for us doing that, right? And this is just a regular standard of care, of health, of beauty that we do. It's not something that we're doing just to attract you. We're doing it to make us feel a certain type of way. So it's a part of our routine.
Stop the cap.
Okay. Now, question. Is it that we're hypocrites, or you guys don't take heed to what we say, so we pick from what our choices are? But most of the choices being women with makeup, etc. It's a broadcast.
Well, I want to add to that,
Yes,
because it appears as if a man wants a specific thing at the house, but he's so noble that he wants to tell a woman, I don't want that and I don't want this because of how I am. I'm a real man. I don't want any of that. I don't want my woman to have all this other stuff. And yet, if that's the case, he never takes the time to slow down and pick that one woman that matches exactly what he wants. He goes and he may take a woman that's a good woman and she's at the house, clean, don't wear no makeup, no weave, no eyelashes. She at the house. Meanwhile, he's still out catting around, hunting for that thing that he says he doesn't want and getting it. And I do find that scenario that I've drawn hypocritical.
Okay. So the woman at the house without the makeup and all that, speaks to his alleged nobility?
No. When a man comes out and he's saying how he feels, he wants everybody. In my impression, a lot of men today want people to think that he's more than he is. Man, I'm too good to have a wife that looks like this or like that. I don't like all that fake stuff. I don't like the lashes. I don't like the big old weaves. I don't like the butt. I don't like any of that. I don't want that. They say that in this community. You hear that a lot, what they don't want. And they tout their money and their wealth.
Sure.
But at the same time, the woman that they have at the house is all nice and plain, but they're still hunting for that one thing that I just described.
Are they hunting?
They hunt. And that's why I said earlier, they're hunting and they're getting them.
But that's a jump off. That's not his wife.
Well, and that's exactly the point. That's exactly the point. He puts that good one that another dude could have, because he out there still dipping and dabbing, looking for that, because there still are. And you know what? I think the reason why I'm mentioning this, I just watched a young lady on somebody else's podcast, and she was saying that she has been getting all kinds of men that are married hitting her in her inbox, and she just doesn't understand it. But when she looks on the man's page, she sees the wife, and in her opinion, the wife didn't look like much. But he's still out there peeking around for some woman that he does not necessarily want in his wife. I find that hypocritical.
So you don't think that, and I think this is because I think men compartmentalize, that they have a certain standard for the person that they want to be with, have children with, and build with, versus somebody that they want to bust down. Because a bust down is very different than who I want to raise my children. So is
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask to your question, but go ahead and finish and then I'll ask.
No, I get it, but I think as women, we're smart enough to know that you're not gonna just be all out of pocket if you have a husband. There is a particular
Standard.
expectation.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're right on that.
yeah.
You're right on that.
I like. Go ahead, Miss Felicia, Dr. Felicia.
I don't know. You know, I'm with you 110%. My only thing is that what you and I are saying is accurate, but they're still doing the opposite. You know what I mean? What you and I are saying, that's accurate. They do want a specific type of woman, but
Right.
they're still doing the opposite in the streets.
Yeah,
A lot of men are still doing the opposite.
that can cause confusion.
And they're willing to lose what's at home for that thing they don't like in the streets.
Period.
Now, let me ask y'all.
That I disagree with.
But all right, well, go ahead, Tay. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead, Tay. What do you
No,
disagree with? Go ahead.
Just the point of them being willing to risk it all. See, I think that's the difference between men and women. Like, to Tiff's point of the compartmentalizing, we're just a number. We're just a body. Okay, for the moment, they do not care. But you know, for a woman, it can't be like that. So I think it's a different standard on our end, regardless. But anyway, I just wanted to say, like, a man is not going to risk it all. He's not going to leave that.
Well, he may not leave his wife, but that doesn't mean that
it won't happen as a result.
him. You know what I mean? So
I
he's
understand.
willing to risk it.
I understand.
And regardless,
For
he's
adoration.
he's risking the happiness of his home because ain't no woman just found out her husband sleeping around. Just I don't care. He coming home to me. Well,
I don't know. Because
they end up bawling, crying, breaking shit. They be lying.
Look, I can't speak for nobody, but I know my grandma. Okay, my grandma stuck with it. Okay, and no, like, they can do what they do, and women will stay. That's my only point.
Shit, them grandmas, I know they start getting mean as hell. They got attitudes. They ain't sleeping with grandpa no more.
Regardless, she will stay.
Sherelle, you know, we had my brother's services this weekend, right? And we were going through pictures, and my auntie goes, "Oh, that's our sister." And I was like, "Who is she? I don't know her. How old is she?" And she was like, "Oh, she's younger than all of us." And I was like, "Wait, bring it back. Papa had an outside baby. Never. I'm 40 plus.
All grandpas had outside babies.
Neutral. And my granny went nowhere, didn't go nowhere, and wouldn't go nowhere."
How did that make you feel, though, seeing that or hearing that? How did that make you? I mean, were you just like paused there for a good little minute before you snapped back to where you were?
No, I was really taken aback because in my eyes, it's like God, my husband and my grandfather, dad, like they're there. So to hear it, I was just like, what? But then it was like, he's still a man. He is still a man. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna, it was effed up. And now I can understand why my granny was kind of mean or solar, because old dude was doing them. He was doing the most. She had 14 kids. Like, really? But she was the wife.
And she wasn't going nowhere with 14
nowhere.
kids.
No, he locked her up and threw away the key. I'm sorry, that's your grandpa, but girl.
Well, he done gone on the glory. He done gone on the glory. So, when my auntie told me, I was like, Papa. I was like, I thought Papa.
But all right, so wait, ladies. So who's the hypocrite? If he got a baby and all grandfathers got a baby and he got a different taste for the women that he chooses to indulge himself in whoredom with, as opposed to the woman he wifes. And then it seems like they know, because the other woman ain't being taken home to meet his mom, and the other woman know he got a baby and stays. Who the hypocrite? How is he a hypocrite in that instance?
Where's she going with 14 kids?
Where's she going with one kid?
Where's she
go places with one kid?
No, but
I can get on a skateboard or one skate and scoot with
understood.
one. But with 14, I'm stuck like Chuck.
But the anecdote of 14 is an outlier, right? So what we do know is that what Sherelle's sentiment was shared and nobody rebutted it. She said that all grandfathers got an outside kid. If that be the sentiment and those women are staying, how is he a hypocrite?
Because the man that took the vows to promise to be with that one woman and God, he broke those vows. He's the hypocrite, not her. She
What do you
kept her
mean?
vows. I promise to be with you for good or for better, forsaking all others. Once you forsake others, you
Is that
broke
in a
those
vow?
vows.
Oh yeah,
Forsaking
But
others.
taking all others.
are you?
Did
so
you
you're
did you
saying,
say your vows, Mister?
no? I don't. Come on now. You think I'm gonna let some white man's vows direct me? Come on, Sherelle. You know better.
In the
I'm not
Judeo-Christian
beholden.
vows,
I'm not
that's in
beholden
there.
to them, right?
You
But
not beholden.
yeah, but biblically speaking, that's not what that says, right? So I understand that's what's asserted. So you're saying if he agreed to that and said those vows by proxy, he would be a hypocrite because he said
Yes.
yes and then is doing no. Okay.
Yes.
I understand what you guys are locking him into. That wasn't the initial argument though, huh? You just made the argument on the fly, which I'm really proud of you because I'm glad you did, because that's how you still man your position. But the other position was he had a woman outside, but a different type of woman inside.
No,
That's
no,
what
no.
was making him hypocrite. What I'm saying is
I don't
this
know
is
what
what
that woman
hold on,
was
Tiff,
like.
not you.
Oh.
I'm just going back to what was said earlier. The initial premise was this woman was different from that woman, and now he's a hypocrite because of what?
He going out hunting for the woman he say he don't like.
Okay, so the woman with the makeup and all that. Now, does he like her or does he want to fuck her?
Now, you know what? I cannot speak to what that cat want to do with his tallywhacker. I can only say, based on what I'm looking at, he pretty busy. And his eyes do wander. Whether one go that way or the other way, he may have his eyes on all the prizes, but for sure, I don't know what he's doing with that thing.
Wait, Hemp just fucked my head up because
Yeah,
the vows
he did, right?
The vows is really not in the Bible, but them niggas always holding the Bible reading that shit. What the fuck?
Well, wait a minute. Let's ask that question.
In the Bible?
I want to understand that. Are we looking at things based on Judeo-Christianity, or are we looking at it based on, Hebrew Israelite or
Hemp is a Hebrew Israelite.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have to line up with him.
Yeah.
If
So
that's the house that we under, then I'd have to line up with that.
But we're not, and I'm gonna have everybody using this word, but we're not beholden to that though, right? We're having
But here's why I'm saying it, because it makes sense with the whole philosophy of a man having. Let me be quiet, because see, we can get off on a totally different on a tangent, and that's not what I want.
Well, but Doc, so what I think though, the ideology still exists regardless of, I'll use this word for sake of conversation, religious beliefs, right? You'll hear the argument from secular people that say men can compartmentalize. Men will have this woman just for sex for 10 years, but he can be on some huggy bed shit with a woman that he actually desire and want to kiss on the lips. So that argument is made outside of beliefs. You see what I'm saying? So I think we can still stay there and have the conversation, because I want to understand how he's a hypocrite if women agree to that, and then we're saying our grandma still stayed even after he stepped out.
Not
what
all
makes him a
ours.
hypocrite?
Both of my grandmas got divorced.
But now I get it. Now you said now he had a baby. Now I know, I get it. Everybody on YouTube, we got our drawers on the outside of our pants. We superheroes. But for the regular people, right, when they stand, how is he a hypocrite if people notice and still go with it? He can't be a hypocrite. He got to be doing what men do, essentially.
So what you're saying is women should never trust that a man is actually going to be faithful, and they should just opt out the whole institution of marriage, because what is the point of tying your life to someone who is obviously automatically going to disrespect the vows that y'all take?
Yeah.
And then we see that women are actually doing that. Why are we complaining? Because these women are really not getting married. They're deciding that if they want kids, they're going to have kids because that's what they desire, and they don't care about these men.
Hey, bro, over here. We're talking about the man being a hypocrite, though, right? We ain't talking about what she should not do. We're talking about what is. So if this is what is, you can't be calling son a hypocrite if everybody know. Because if I say, do all men cheat hyperbolically, women say yes, right? Does all mean all? No. So we understand that. But generally speaking, if I said, do all men cheat, Do majority of women say yes or agree to it,
The
knowing
majority.
that all doesn't mean all?
And
That's all
for
I'm
the
saying.
most part.
Yeah, right.
all
And
birds don't
there's
fly.
outliers, right? We're not saying all, but y'all
Mhm.
catch my drift when people use it.
Mhm.
And they use in the extreme to illustrate the point, right? So if this be a truth that everybody understands, how can that man be a hypocrite regarding this specific topic that we're on currently?
The hypocritical part is the fact that y'all say y'all don't do that, and
What do
then
you
you
mean?
do it.
You
Like, why
have
would
both
you even
wrong.
say it at all?
Say
You
what
said
part?
you
Why
want
would
to
you
say
even
something.
That you
agree
don't
to a
like girls who wear
monogamous
makeup.
relationship? Yeah, like why would
Mm.
you even agree to a monogamous relationship if you're not really wanting to do that? Why would you say you only like women who are natural and covered and all this kind of stuff, but then you'll sleep with someone who has their boobs or ass out? Like, it doesn't make sense to us.
Yeah.
And we
So
understand that y'all compartmentalize shit, but we can do that too. And we still will, majority
No,
of the
no.
time, the guy is
Not
gonna look
all
like
of
the
it.
other guy.
Not all of us.
I know, I'm not saying
now,
I'm just saying.
so now so now, Lauren, you were doing good for your argument until you added in that y'all can do it too. So are you just speaking of human nature? And if so, why would you call it hypocrisy when it just be natural?
Because y'all made it that way.
I'm just saying you should have stayed there. But then you open it up to everybody does it because y'all can do it too. So it's not just a man thing. So if you understand a person's nature, is it hypocritical or are you being ignorant willfully?
In regards to the looks, the way
No,
somebody
in regards
the
to
monogamy part is what I was saying about the compartmentalizing.
But is it
Mhm.
nature? Is
It's
it greedy?
hypocritical because
It's
the woman
gritty.
with the makeup don't know you don't like women with makeup. The way you eating her
Mhm.
ass like cupcakes.
Okay. So sorry, let's do that. Damn, she
She think you want to marry her or marriage gonna be
Oh,
down the
all right.
line.
You know
got
what?
some
What we
boring
not
girl
do,
at home.
Rel, you know what we're not doing? We're not taking this. We're not taking it. This nigga. We're not taking this walk together. So what are we arguing specifically? Because
Put
it
your
sounds
hands
like a couple
down. We
different things.
walking.
Lord,
I'm on my tip shit. Feel me? I'm using my hands. I'm turning and all that.
I mean, we kind of went from relationships to
That's what I'm
looks.
saying. So,
All I'm saying, wait, because
well,
here's
hold
the
on,
thing.
Tiff. Hold on, Tiff. I just
Oh,
said your name. I didn't want you to talk.
okay,
Now HQ. I love you, Tiff.
I know.
So I was kind of where Doc was and HQ were,
Right.
where the man's a
Somebody has
hypocrite
to
because
mute.
y'all just mute for a second. So essentially, this is the part that I was seeing what we can uncover. He's a hypocrite because he is having sex with women that got BBLs and all that, but he would never wife her. I think that's where we at right now. Right. That's what kind of Doc was kind of on and HQ was kind of on.
Right.
I will. Let's even say beyond the. I don't know who's echoing, but it's still an echo. Beyond the BBL, can we talk about the women that you swear she's ugly, she ain't cute? I'm not taking her out nowhere. I might come over to your house and sleep with you, but I'm gonna keep my shoes on the bed because your bed is on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all will sleep with things that you swear you will not sleep with, and you confuse the ugly girl because the ugly girl thinks she in there too. So you got the chick with the BBL that you swear you don't like, you smashing her.
Mm-hmm.
You got the ugly, you smashing her,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably the chick at the house. That's the person that you may not be.
Tip, the black men are the reason why the obesity rates is so high within black women. Cause y'all is busting down talking about, you got Drake talking about, I like my girls BBW. Yeah, y'all. Cause y'all got these women thinking I'm desirable, but then in the back of your homeboys, well, I'm never gonna marry no big girl.
Come back to the topic though. God.
That's hypocritical.
Okay, all right. Just don't go too far. So y'all saying that we be, but so do you guys agree? Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all agree that men can compartmentalize? And
I agree to that.
Okay, so Doc agrees.
full of
HQ, do
shit.
you agree? It's a broadcast. There you go.
Yes. Yes.
Coach Day.
Yeah.
Tiff is you for some. No, it's HQ. HQ, you got something playing in the background or something? Check your thing.
A fan.
2K.
I agree.
Rel.
No.
Lex. Okay. So if men can compartmentalize, meaning this woman has her use and this woman has her use, how is he a hypocrite? if they're not he's using them for two totally different things.
But he's telling them all the same thing.
But I
Typically,
got a
they are
question.
all getting the same. They getting the same lines.
What
They're
question?
not, Tiff.
Attraction
Okay.
and wanting a person is the same thing? Like, is that what we're talking about?
Say it one more
Because
time, Tay.
I said, are we, because I wasn't on for the early conversation. So are we saying that attraction and actually wanting someone is the same thing, like wanting to be with a person? Because it's not. Because if that's the case, then no, it's not hypocritical to want to fuck somebody else and want to sleep beside someone else.
But when did we get to the point of wanting to be? The point is they're saying, I'm not attracted to this, but you are. You're not attracted to women who wear makeup, but that every time you see a good looking woman, she got on makeup, and that's the one you chasing behind, wagging your tail. But
Well,
you
I
say you
think
don't even
by
like
virtue
that.
of that description, that's hypocritical. Just
Right.
by virtue of the description, that's hypocritical.
Because
What
like
part, bro?
you don't, if you say you don't like short men, but then I catch you like looking at DJ Ham, like you're a hypocrite.
all right,
This
that's my
man is
point.
5'2". This
Right.
man is a little
Wow.
fella.
That's
Wow.
Okay.
But gotcha.
Yeah,
But,
you know, earlier you gave us a hypothetical for this hypocritical standards.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I absolutely like that one, the one that you gave us, because that was like a laser. That was like right there in the wheelhouse of exactly what, being able to balance out the question as it
Okay.
relates to men being hypocritical.
Represent it, Doc.
You gave us the scenario about a man who he met his woman in the club or wherever he met her, and she was scantily clad. And then after they got together, he decided he didn't want her to dress like that. And you ask us the question, posing it just to give us an example of this topic. Is that hypocritical? And yeah, that's hypocritical. But is it hypocritical, or is it him expecting to turn? I'm turning now. Is it him expecting to turn a hoochie mama into a wife? But to answer the original question you asked all of us before we came on, that would be hypocritical.
So that one is more of a softball because it's obviously
Oh yeah.
right. So, but this one is a little bit of a hardball because these women don't have the same use. They're not the same women. He don't have the same objective, and he's definitely not telling them the same thing.
So is it fair for him to even project this guy that says what he doesn't like? Because he's making the blatant statement that he does not like the lashes. He does not like the weave. He does not like the makeup. He doesn't like the BBL. He don't like the lifted tatas. He's saying that he doesn't like that. So why even say any of that? Just, I like the pee hole and call it a day.
Okay.
These
So
men be pro-black with a white wife.
hold on. So what? So
They be pro-black with a white wife.
you can't be. So all right. Man, hold on. So you got if we say we don't like that, you guys think that means we wouldn't have sex with that?
I mean, if you don't like spaghetti, why are you sitting down to a big, gigantic plate of spaghetti? You just said, I don't like spaghetti. But yet you've got these other choices of things that you do like sitting right there at the smorgasbord. You got the steak, you got the, you got all these things.
Keep it tight to the example. You
But
only
eating
have
spaghetti.
You only have a steak. You don't have a smorgasbord. Remember, you only have a steak, right? Because it's one woman, so she's a steak, right? Only a steak. Now there's no variety. It's just a steak. So
when did it become just a steak?
Because you got the one woman, right? You say you like this.
No, I'm saying you say you only like X, but now I see you eating something that you say you don't like. You say you don't like spaghetti, and here you are with a plate of spaghetti. You're
full.
Sitting here eating spaghetti, and you several other things that you say you do like, and you're not going after that. You're sitting here, spaghetti and meatballs, completely ragu, all over the face.
I have to interject because you lose me when you keep saying it's a smorgasbord, right? Because
of things you do like.
But it's not though, right? So even like if men say they don't like the hair, they don't like the lashes. If you look out in the earth when people are dating, that's the majority of the women.
Wait a minute. So
Go
are
ahead.
you saying that this fella
The niggas eat to
has
get
the
full, doc.
say it again?
Because I'm hearing him and I'm like, she's the steak. And I'm like, okay, if you go to a steakhouse, typically you do have sides. So are you saying I have the meat
Uh-oh.
already? So I should
Uh-oh,
have sides?
Tiff. Go ahead. Don't open that Pandora, Tiff.
No, never mind.
Don't go that way. That's not. We're not talking about sides. We're not talking about sides. We're talking about the main course.
Cracking of
Entree.
the door. The cracking of the door.
I don't like tomatoes. I'm not eating tomatoes, even if I'm hungry.
You're not a boy.
Okay, so wait a minute now.
Oh no.
So what the example?
So y'all just out here
Thank
sleeping
you,
with
HQ.
What you're saying is you have the wife at home. You say you like the plain wife. You like no makeup. You don't like her in no heels. You don't like her having her titties out. You don't like her having no short skirts. But every
Okay.
time you turn around, you looking at the chick with the skirt, high heels, titties out. That is hypocritical. That's what I mean by being hypocritical.
Okay. Now HQ.
Mm.
I'm looking at the one with all those undesirable traits that are provocative and physically arousing to
Mhm.
do what with her?
Possibly have a baby.
Y'all gotta concede on this one so you can get to my point. Because he
To
ain't gonna
do
be
to do what? Hold
She
your
just
horses.
said it. Possibly to have a baby and
Yeah.
end up on a big
He
Target
stuck with her
commercial.
for
To
18
do
years.
to do the thing that can make a baby, right? 100%.
Right.
Am I gonna kiss her on the lips?
Doesn't matter
we
if you'll
know.
end up on a big Target
Have
commercial.
you did that a lot, huh?
Not the
You
lips
bring
on
it
the
up.
lips. Probably not.
I ain't kiss no mother.
Whoa, Coach Tay.
I'm just
Not the
So-
lip, but the whole part that actually creates seeds and babies and stuff. That's the part you're giving us. But that's the part we like, oh, that's compartmentalized.
Yeah. But my lips, that's personal.
That's too
That's too
personal.
personal.
And you know what's ill though? The women agree. So
Yeah,
let's
my
not even
CD.
go down this route. Women agree. You ain't kissing everybody. So stop it, Five. Now, before we were so rudely interrupted as we was making headway,
Oh, wait.
see HQ thinking tonight, feel me? That's her purpose. It's a totally and separate and different purpose for the woman that's at the house, is all I'm saying. So this part here doesn't seem hypocritical. Now, is it right? We can argue that. Is it truthful? Is it honest? We can argue those to be no. But the hypocrisy, I can't concede it unless I hear a better argument, because these women ain't being the same species to the nigga. They put a hold on, Doc. Let me just take out this and y'all can go ahead. They put a vagina on a lamp post outside my house. Niggas been out there all week. Niggas to do what they gotta do. What they want to get full.
But you have a whole wife at home.
Girl, he paying
Vagina
half of
there.
half of his wife
The
bills.
man
Half
wants
that girl
to
bills. That
kiss.
girl.
Hold
Hold
The
on.
vagina there.
Hold on, because I
Is it
had to
not
make
there?
sure that we knew what
Yo,
hypocrisy
y'all gotta
was. and we were
listen.
using it
Is somebody
appropriately.
looking it up? Please tell me
It
somebody
says
pull
that
it up.
it's the practice of claiming to have moral standards or a belief to which one's own behavior does not conform.
TD Jakes.
Hypocrite.
Period.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
I know how to
Allegedly.
define. I know how to define what hypocrite is, right? So now what we're saying is these aren't even the same thing to the
No, you're
men, and you guys
creating
agree.
something.
But
You're
what I'm saying is,
creating a
and you guys,
world.
well, you guys agree that men can compartmentalize, and then
That doesn't
you
mean
also
you're not a
concede.
hypocrite.
Wait. You also concede the point by saying that women would agree that all men cheat. So we ain't creating the world. Y'all literally are coinciding with the world and operating and agreeing to it.
Now
You know
all
what?
women cheat.
Oh,
See,
Lord.
thank
Y'all
you.
wanna leave.
Thank you. That's the point where y'all go
Don't
with
get
it. That's
me
what-
there, because I get called
this is
mammy
my
for
point.
that
If
philosophy.
you want to be leaders and what you're doing is debaucherous and the community is following you, when the debaucherous behavior starts to continue and it's in the little boys and the little girls and all
That's not
everybody
the
that comes,
argument.
that's your fault. You're a hypocrite
but
because
really,
you're saying you want
those-
strong families and strong community, but you're
But
moving like you don't.
you what it is you are derailing.
How
So
am I derailing?
I'm about to tell you. You know I love you first and foremost, right?
It's
I'll
the
be thinking
zinger
about
after
it.
that.
Here we
cross
go.
out ass.
I'm
So-
considering-
So cross out ass. So we agree that our community needs to change, right? We have a lot of perversion running through it, right? Now, we're talking about him being a hypocrite, right? We're not talking about the effects of said behavior. That's a different, all I'm saying is that's a different topic, feel me? We're saying, like, does he have a standard for women? Or does his standards change for women? The women that he wants, does he try to change her when he with her? But we're talking about two different women with two different purposes.
But why are we talking about two different women in the?
We've been on this one for a while. We just,
No, but I'm just
I'm
saying-
just pushing back, playing devil's advocate. But
Okay, I respect that, and
Mhm.
you're
The
doing
devil
quite
doesn't
well.
need an
You're doing
advocate.
quite well.
Thank you, Doc.
You're doing quite well. He really is. I mean, it's like provoking thought. It's the thought provoking. I appreciate. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so just because we're framing it this way does not mean that the men aren't being a hypocrite. That they're not being hypocritical, because just by virtue of the somebody just read the definition. By virtue of the definition, that's a hypocrite.
The expression
Yes.
is what makes it hypocritical.
Yes.
I can deal with this man, the say white man or the black man. I can say I don't like white men. But if I express it verbally and say to everybody, I don't like the white man, but I'm still dealing with the white man,
Come on.
that's hypocritical.
Okay.
But if I
let me tell you how it's hypocritical.
Keep it to yourself. Just don't say you like nothing.
Because don't try to separate this good girl, good guy, because y'all keep women fighting over y'all raggedy asses. Let's get this clear. You met her with makeup and lashes on, and then you told her, oh, I don't want you to do that. You let her take all her shit off because you like, no, because you don't want no other man to be attracted to her. Because you know what men like, and they want
all right. Let's get to that. All right, let's get to that. Let's get
your wife to be a bad bitch. You want to be a sad
all right.
bitch, so you put her inside.
All right.
While you outside with the bad bitches.
Okay.
Taste the soup.
Name that plane. Now, no, because Sherelle, the reason why I'm slowing you down is because that more fits the next one, right? So, okay, all right, look. All right, so I think that was a good back and forth. I think what will happen though in the conversation, right, is as soon as we say the definition is law, the conversation ends, right? So I think that I understand the definition, right? But I just want to, we're more assessing the behaviors, what happens, and then should he be called the hypocrite based on what's happening in society? So we're assessing it not just only by the definition itself, because everything would probably most likely qualify, right? So as soon as we go to the next one and say, she used to dress like this, now he done changed us so she can't dress like that, but he got her like that. Boom, definition. Oh, hypocrite. Done. Next one.
My definition would be controlling.
Okay, see, that's better. You see what I'm saying? So we thinking of it a little bit differently, like more in depth. Like, is it his standards that make him want to change her outfit and wardrobe? Is it expectations, right? But because he got her like that and don't want her like that no more, automatically you could call him a hypocrite and win the argument. So that's that. So I'm not dismissing it, Tiff. I get it. It ain't no fun like that. You feel me?
No, I get it. I hear you. But I also understand if you met me with lashes and everybody.
Tiff, I was giving you credit for reading.
You mad now, man? You know,
we about to go there now. You could pop it off. We about to go there now. I got you.
You gonna have Jocelyn
calling
you a maid. Molly,
I didn't know you was cross-eyed, Tiff. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.